boom, rocking and rolling. We'll probably have to replace that drive at some point because it's so noisy that can't be.
And
can't
why
be
is
good.
it churning so much?
I couldn't tell you. You
Nice to
guys,
see you guys.
let's pretend none of this ever happened. While we're saying hello to you in the room, we would like to point out that the United States Marine Corps was founded on November 10th, 1975. That sucker is 245 years old. I'm twice as old, and I look almost as good. And this GIF, of course, is the very famous Marine Lee Emery. You guys may be familiar with him. And now that you've looked at Lee, I literally looked at the guys telling me, "You will not laugh. You will not cry." And I started laughing. The crying, I'm sure, will come a little bit later. Let me get my headphones down a little bit. Here we go. Baby, ready? 3, 2, 1. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. You may be wondering, Scott, why are you wearing a variant of purple today? I think it's purple. It doesn't look purple on the screen.
It's definitely purple.
Is it? It doesn't look. It looks blue on the screen.
It does.
This is the Wyoming Wolves. My brother is the coach of that team. So he sent me this awesome. I don't know if you can see this.
Here
it is, baby.
Here it is. It says dark right there.
It says Dark Overlord right there.
And then in black it says Overlord, but
So-
you can only probably see the white that says dark.
It's
the only one of its kind.
It's pretty dope. It's a sweatshirt with Dark Overlord stitched onto it. So I'm quite proud of it. So this is one of the rare times you'll see me not rocking the orange and the black. We got quite a crowd in here today. We got a bunch of people from, hello everybody from Facebook. If you are not familiar, because my personal page is now added, this is me, the amazing, wonderful, #1 New York Times bestselling author Scott Sigler. With me is my wife, co-founder of Empty Set Entertainment, and you are a Sigler.
I am. You are a Sigler too.
I am a Sigler too.
I got to make that joke every time my name changes.
I'm still trying to get used to the change in A's last name because I have called A by her former surname. Is that right? Surname?
Yeah.
Is that right? By her former surname since we've known each other, like 13, 14 years, something
But
like
I think we decided that it was still totally fine for you to call me ABK.
Yeah. Also, I
mean,
call her AK, which is pretty cool.
And
It's
there's
cool enough for Cube. It's cool enough for me. That's all I can say.
And to be fair, there's a lot worse that he could call me. Probably does.
We have quite a show for you today. As you can tell, we are still recovering from the most recent election cycle. We are not going to talk very much at all about the election. We are going to say, though, that all are welcome here in this chat room. I don't expect any difficulty from our crew of lovely, lovely people that all have their particular political beliefs and may be very adamant about them online or in other places. But when you come to do a Siglerism event, you check all that shit at the door because we are here to hang out with each other, have fun, and respect each other and stuff like that. You know, all that crazy happy horse shit.
My brother's in the chat room saying, like, Jesus, you change your name so many times, I'm always confused. What are you going to do?
Yes. So we are going to have some pictures for you coming up, some dog pictures. We've got a little bit of the history of Sesame Street because it is, of course, National Sesame Street Day. So we've got one animal on the right, one animal on the left. It's just animals all about the place.
Somebody pointed out that that's animal is technically a Muppet, not a Sesame Street, even though.
So God damn it.
But check this out. I love it because he's my favorite.
Okay.
My favorite. But this week's cocktail of the week is Siglocktail of the week is a bourbon drink, and there's this saying that every Scotch is a whiskey, but not every whiskey is Scotch. And that's actually true of Animal. Everybody on Sesame Street was made by Jim Henson, but that doesn't mean that Animal was a Sesame Street.
I have to admit, having watched copious amounts of The Muppet Show and Sesame Street back in the day,
It's time to dim the lights.
I put Animal up on that graphic. Had never crossed my mind that he wasn't on Sesame
It's time
Street.
to get things started on the Muppet Show tonight.
He should have been on. He should have been on it. He could have been. You know what? He could have been the criminal underbelly of Sesame Street, because Oscar the Grouch was dealing meth, dealing horse, all that stuff. That garbage can was a choice location for dealing a lot of drugs.
I know. Remember though, there was the time that. Interestingly enough, the time that he got evicted because they built Grump built Grump Tower, and he had to go claim his little hovel back.
I have not heard.
It's true. And Grump looked like Donald Trump.
When was this? How old was that? Like way back when, or
I mean, it was on
not during the presidency.
Oh
like
no,
way before that.
Yeah, way. I mean, I remember. I haven't watched it this 4 years. So, the Sesame Street. So it had to be before that.
I would like to see Sesame Street do a, gang turf mini arc where you would watch all of the various puppets fight for their territory. There'd be a lot of stuffing, a lot of knives, a lot of guns, that kind of thing,
Yep, and it's scrolled past, but Rob, of his own volition, came up with your favorite, the reason you call me AK, because it's this was a good day. I didn't have to use my AK.
That's fine. That's it's not, which isn't exactly how I phrase it, but we won't get into that right now.
Yeah.
It's a slight variation on that one. Ladies and gentlemen, okay, what else? Make sure we've got everything. We've covered the political stuff. A lot of people happy, a lot of people sad, a lot of people very nervous about what comes next, myself included. But to get us through the nerve-wracking part, we have...
Well, and one tiny thing to celebrate faux show.
What's that?
A woman in the vice presidency
Woman
for
in
the
vice
first time
presidency.
ever.
First time ever. Here we go. Cheers.
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 This is a mint julep. I made my video and I didn't have julep cups, which are a very specific shape and made out of stainless steel. But I was like, that's fine. And then I forgot we have these, tumbler drink so that you can walk your dog and drink at the same time glasses. So now they're in here. So I can't really show you, but the video tutorial is up at scottsigler.com.
And we will take a quick look over there because I've screwed up one of my video feeds. These things do happen. So the first thing I'll say is, ladies and gentlemen, episode number 40 of Nocturnal Throwback. The whole thing is complete. If you have been waiting for it all to be done so you can go binge listen to all of it, that is perfectly A-okay with us. Well, I think also we've got to tell them that the news did drop this Sunday. Our next podcast will be GFL Book 6, The Gangster. Mm-hmm. That should start, what is a week from, so figure that. I'm fried. I tried to go with no caffeine today, you guys.
I know you did so well.
It tanked me. I feel like I'm walking through sludge. I'm like a 2 pots of coffee a day guy, and this did not work out very well for me.
So what this post says is the truth. So we are going to do...
right there.
Yeah. So this Sunday, we are going to run the Q&A that we're going to do live on Thursday, this coming Thursday, and then either the Sunday after that, which is the 22nd, or the Sunday after that, which is the 29th, we'll start the GFL 6, The Gangster podcast.
Okay. Let me give you, I'm moving the mic away. We're getting a little closer, but I'll bring you up a little bit there, Sugar Plum. There you go. Mm-hmm. And then...
actually, can you turn this up a little?
You need a little headphone
Yeah, that's,
action?
I think, why I keep leaning
Let me give you little headphones. What? Child safe show. And then we go over here. Go to the main Scott Sigler page. Just so you can see, we're gonna crack down on this a little bit. We're gonna see if we can get these drink recipes up a little earlier. But I would like to point out that A's got a hammer, and God damn it, she's not afraid to use it. It's called the Skull Crusher. It was shipped in from Norway, where it was discovered in the tomb of a Viking warrior.
I feel like none of that is true.
That's because I buy the best gifts.
This is a Lewis bag and a Lewis bag mallet, and this is how you crush ice if you don't have a function on your fridge to do it. This is the old school way. That's a thick canvas bag and a Viking.
It's a
mallet.
Viking. There's a little bit of petrified brains on it, which is, I think, a really nice touch. Yeah. But yeah, so we're trying to get those up earlier on. Is that a Monday thing we're going for?
Yeah, normally, except for this week and last week, I've always done them on Monday. This week and last week has been a little bit crazy.
We are a wreck. We are a wreck this week, you guys. I'm not going to lie. I picked a hell of a week to stop sniffing glue.
And drinking coffee. Jeez.
Yeah. Well, we're working on a new project, and it was important that I not be tricked out in caffeine to dry out the vocal cords. That's all I'm going to say about it for now. Some people have sniffed that there is something afoot out in the ether, but what I have learned in the world of audio properties is, well, when it's done, I'll talk about it. When it's available, I'll talk about it.
We've learned.
We don't
Hey,
tease
Aaron
anymore.
Estevez, so good to see you.
Oh, hello. Okay. Go ahead, more, babe. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think we should probably move on then.
Moving on. So we've got, of course, coming up this Saturday, if you need the fun, if you want the fun, gosh darn it, the country's got you down. Politics are a drag. You know what would help?
The drink video went up late.
The drink video went up late. I ran out of ink on my printer. I tried to not drink coffee. There's so many things to be sad about. why not be happy on Saturday with us? And the amazing empty set movie maven, Mr. Robert Otto, will be joining us again after his incredibly feted, successful debut last week.
It was a riot. I had a great time.
It was a great, yeah.
It was a great time.
He brings the fun. He brings the fun. He also brings the toots from time to time, but mostly fun.
Well, virtual movie mavening is not smell-o-vision, so that was fine. Yeah.
So, as you see, we're going to be watching Caddyshack, one of my all-time favorite movies. It was in the Gizmo tournament. I really, really got in there right down to the wire. But the reason the poster is over the trailer is because even though we have this trailer up with the sound off, and a trailer is supposed to be something that movie people want you to see, so you go see their movie and spend money on it, we got another copyright strike for just putting up a fucking trailer with no audio. So maybe this skews it enough that you guys can see it. But if you have not seen Caddyshack, oh my God, do yourself a favor. Watch Caddyshack and then join us at 2 o'clock Pacific time.
Yep.
This coming Saturday. And we're going to have a great time. And I'm sure Rob will have lots of wonderful, juicy information for us.
Yeah, and before we get into the celebrations and then move on with the show, it's already gone from the chat stream, but somebody asked if we were going to have GFL by Christmas, and the answer is no. We are working as hard as we can. Here's the state of the state. I am supposed to find out by Friday when we'll get on the printing presses. We have a contract. We've passed our credit. You have to fill out a credit application, and they have to do a little due diligence. They've done all of that. We have a contract with a new printer. We need to get on the actual printing presses to figure out, to know when exactly the books will come in. And we still are going to have to figure out a way to,
Getting hot in here, y'all.
Figure out a way to get the books. We're not going to have Hell Week during a pandemic. We have enough Hell Weeks during a pandemic. We're not going to add a book Hell Week during a pandemic. So
not going to do it and not going to do it.
So what we are going to do is the moment the ebook is complete, anybody who has an active order for the Gangster will get that at the email address that they that they used to purchase it. If you start seeing people that they've gotten their ebook and you haven't, check that whatever that email address was, and then just ping me. I'll get it to you. It's no big deal. The ebook we'll send you the second we can. Steve the Iceberg Rickyberg is probably eating his dinner while he's watching the live chat and hanging out with his friends because he is working his tail off otherwise. So he's working on the audiobook. The audiobook, you guys have heard the GFL audiobooks. They are hugely complex. Some of those character voices literally have 12, 16, 32,000 filters, effects on that voice. It's not 32,000, but tons and tons and tons. So it takes a ton of time. It took us 8 days, I think, to record it, which is super fast, the raw audio, but it takes quite a long time to get the audiobook done.
Quelldroma 311 has a very, very good question. He's like, oh, wait, we can't have the audiobook, but you're going to start podcasting it in 2 weeks?
Yep.
Yes, because we have Steve prioritize the first few chapters as he has to go through each chapter and go through the complex organization to bring you that auditory treat that you love jammed into your ears so much. So now he's getting ready. So remember, he only has to get, 25 to 35 minutes of the first chapter done in order for us to podcast it. Then he has a whole week to grab the next one. So he's still got 2 weeks to go. So, let's see. I don't do dates or math. So he's got plenty of time. We'll have no problem. We're very excited to bring it to you. We consider this to be a little bit of penance on our part because it's taken us so long, and by we, I mean me. It's taken me so long to get this book to the point where now A is in charge of it and in working on layout and doing all of that stuff. It's completely out of my hands at this point. But because of that, we thought, it'd be sweet. Let's give him the Gangster old school style.
Yeah,
so
how it used to be before you could own it in any other way. We're going to give it to you. So it's the very littlest that we could do to help you guys get some of that story as fast as you can. That will be the fastest way because I'm not sure that we will have an ebook in 2 weeks, but we will for sure have the first chapter of The Gangster and the second chapter the week after.
Yeah.
And if there's ever a moment that you are hoping for us to, there's a way you want to say thanks for putting out The Gangster finally, thank Iceberg. Thanks Steve Rickyberg, because he's prioritizing the chapters so that we can have it while we don't yet have the rest of it.
Joshua asks, would these first few episodes be just the tip of the girthiness?
Oh Lord, you have no idea. This is such a huge book, dude.
It's so
big. It's big like a pickle.
Turgitude. Yes. All right.
Okay, on to
wait. God darn it. I had one I wanted to say here. I think I said it. Yeah, let's get on a Sigler. If I remember what it was. No, I know. Wait, one more thing. I need a turtleneck to say that, but one more thing. I'm going off script. Ladies and gentlemen, if you did not know, if you did not hear, if the news did not smack you wetly about the face, I have now wet smacky news for your face. Mount Fitzroy is available for pre-order. You can get that at scottsigler.com/Fitzroy. There's a link right there to Audible. Excuse me. Or you can just go to bit.ly/Fitzroy, one word, Fitzroy, Audible. But just go to scottsigler.com/Fitzroy. You'll see the link. Get the gosh darn thing pre-ordered. The more we drive pre-orders now, and I know y'all want it. I know you want it. The more we drive pre-orders now, the more Audible will be like, oh, snap, that's a bunch of pre-orders, and start to market that shit.
And we've had a handful of questions about various questions. I'll just run down them really quick. I think I've emailed everybody back or texted everybody back or whatever. Was that a strong drink?
That's a very strong drink. I'm gonna manage.
You can add a little of this if you'd like to lighten it up. So here are some of the questions. We've had a handful of questions, folks asking if it's can they get it in the UK? Apparently the UK took a couple of days, but if you waited ex-US, if you waited because it didn't show up at first, now if you go to Audible and you search Sigler and Fitzroy, and it's 2 words at Audible, Sigler and then Fitz and then Roy, it should come up for you no matter what region that you're in. I learned a new thing this week that not every country allows Audible.
How come?
I don't know. But if you're in a country that doesn't even provide you an option for that, I'm going to work on that. I'm going to see if there's a way. Our contract says that we can't sell it in any other fashion. And so I'm going to try and figure out what to do with that, because the only way, if, for example, in the Netherlands, the only way to do that is to change the region of your Amazon account. But that means a lot of the other digital stuff that you bought or whatever might not transfer.
Okay.
And then once it's gone, you never get it back unless you buy it again. So, that's not a viable solution. So I'm going to work on it with Audible, see what we can do. If you can get it in your region and you don't want to sign up for Audible, I cannot help you with that. There's a way to sign up for Audible, get the book for free, and then cancel Audible, and you still get to keep the book. And there's a print book and an ebook coming out December 3rd, 2021. But that's the best I can do for you guys for now.
Excellent. There you go. All right, going back to Maine. And, baby, we got some Siglerations, right?
We sure do. Today, I don't think she's in the chat room. Hopefully she's celebrating her birthday, but today is Tina Gonzalez's birthday.
Happy birthday, Tina Gonzalez.
Yeah.
Woo!
Absolutely. We have also, today is Martin Evans'
Happy birthday, Martin Joseph
He's
Evans.
normally in the chat room, but I bet he's also celebrating his birthday. Yesterday was Mr. Chris McWhite's and his lovely bride's 25th wedding anniversary.
Congratulations.
He is in the chat room.
Congratulations, sir.
McWhite.
25 is a big number.
Congratulations. It's huge.
That is, there's wood, and then there's paper, and there's some kind of steel. The 25th anniversary, it's the guillotine anniversary. People don't know this. You're supposed to get your spouse a guillotine just in case anything.
Quite literally, there's
up.
2 anniversaries, I think, that 3 maybe that people understand.
Okay.
Which are 25, 50, and 75.
What are those? Do you know what those are?
I do.
Guillotine. 50 is bowling ball. For sure. I know this one. 75, I'm not entirely sure. I'm going to guess that 75 is genetically engineered monster.
No, they are, in order, they are silver, gold, and diamond. Now, here's my favorite thing about that.
You got to get 75 years together to get diamond? That's bullshit.
And I actually, Jude, you in the chat room, you remember the Silvas? Who lived on the 4th floor? The Silvas? The Silvas had a diamond jubilee anniversary. And Mrs. Silva was like, they make the diamonds the 75th because what 75-year-old woman wants diamonds? And I knew 75-year-old, there's 75 years of marriage. I don't want a diamond. I wanted a diamond when I wasn't married. I don't want a diamond now. So it's kind of a neat thing.
Look, I would like to point something out. If people think that I'm insinuating you get the guillotine for your spouse because you're tired of your spouse at 25, no, that is incorrect. What the 25th anniversary means is you put all that baggage behind you, and now you're ready to unite under one banner and march upon your enemies. That's what the guillotine for is. You behead people together, and I think that's romantic.
That's what the guillotine for is.
That's
Brains are crazy. Brains are so crazy.
My brain is shot. I'm not gonna lie, doing a lot of drinking this weekend.
It's a big weekend.
It's been a big weekend.
Did you see this? Work says her mom, Ma Grimm, says, if you get me a guillotine and have to clean it, no thank you.
I
don't even know how you clean it or sharpen a guillotine.
Point. That's a very good point. And then we have one more Siglerbration, baby. Why don't you tell what that is?
We do. So last time we hung out with you guys, we told you that Ruth Carter on this past Saturday was going to do essentially a 2,000-meter open water swim. And they absolutely did that, crushed it, came in first in their division. Congratulations, Ruthie. That's awesome.
That's awesome. I'm trying to run a half marathon right now, and I made it to, I think
8 miles, right?
No, I 8 miles. The old man feet started to go. I've made it 7.2 miles, so I haven't even made it a full half marathon yet, and I'm already struggling to keep going. So the fact that she completed that swim is very impressive.
Yeah, and came in first in her division.
Dang. They killed that shit. Very good. Let's see.
So
Aaron Melzak, real quick. Oh, go ahead, babe.
No, go ahead.
Just, do I watch college football? And if so, what team do I watch? The answer is no, I don't watch college football anymore. I'm trying to focus that available time on the writing, on the marketing, and on my music, which I'm finally getting back into after a lot of years in various iterations. I do watch the Lions play every Sunday. You know why? Because I'm stupid. Right about the time I'm getting out of jail, Lions are coming on, and I come up behind you and I crack your head open again because I'm fucking stupid. That's what I do. That's who I am.
I mean, cry me a river with your Lions who have won some fucking games.
She's a Jets fan, and we're 0-8. Also, apparently blew a big fourth quarter lead last night, but was smart. I'm like, baby, it's fourth quarter. You guys are up 10. You got the ball. She's like, I'm not gonna bother. It's just gonna make me mad. They're gonna lose the game, and I'm like, you know what? I've said those words myself and been right most of the time.
And the worst part of this is I didn't really watch football. My brother, who's in the chat room, he watched football his whole life. He's a Jets fan his whole life. Our stepdad is a Jets fan his whole life. That kind of thing. And I am not or wasn't until I started to work with Scott. And Scott was like, you have to pick a team. And I was like, cool, I picked the Krakens. I thought I was...
Nope.
And he was like this.
Nope.
This was his whole thing. I was like, cool, no problem. I picked the Krakens. And he was like this. And he didn't say anything until I picked another team.
Crazy Bones over in Twitch says, same boss, try being a Cowboys fan. Lately, I'd almost agree with you. But you're having a very difficult season. I think as bad as things are, you're one freaking game out of first. I believe. Somewhere in that ballpark.
And not only that, you can kind of remember your playoff.
Well, yes. I mean, there's all these Super Bowl rings that are such a burden to carry around. All the Super Bowl rings and the division titles and the conference championships. I know it's hard. Also, every Sunday you get silky voice Troy Aikman, who I like a lot. Not a Cowboys fan. Love Troy Aikman. I think he's great. There is misery you can't comprehend being a Lions fan. And I think the Browns are in that camp, but Browns have won championships in the past. Lions have won jack shit ever. Nothing. No, 1954. They won the NFL in 1954.
And we had 1969.
And now everybody's typing out their favorite teams. It's great. I love it. Oh, Jenna Lee is a Jets fan. Great.
Nice. I love it.
Somebody's shouting out to say we have a lot of Seahawks fans in this.
Yeah,
in
and
a lot.
You know, and they're the 12th man is a gorgeous thing. It's a great thing.
That organization is run so well, and they know how to cater to their particular brand of fandom really well. I got nothing but respect for the Seahawks franchise. I love it.
And I'll say the same thing, which you might disagree with, and that's fine. Okay. I will say that the Packers also have a great interaction with their base and their community. That's lovely.
They do. The former that's my goodbye. My former the evil queen, of course, being a Packers fan from way back. So I've been exposed to an enormous amount of Packers lore. And I will tell you this, to bring it back around to the fiction, there is quite a bit of Packerness in GFL Book 6, The Gangster. I can't tell you why, but as much as I despise them because they're in our division and have had the upper hand on us a little bit as of late. Let's just say that.
You've had a little bit of a rough time of
We've
it.
had a rough patch.
Your strengths lie elsewhere.
The Lions' strengths
Or
lie
at least
elsewhere.
my team's strengths now lie elsewhere.
Oh, okay. Now it's turned into a cry fest online, and I will get to you, Dennis, in just a second. God damn you. But look, the Packers franchise is run very well. They have not torn down their iconic stadium that is such a part of the fabric of their community. They revitalized it. It's just for a very small city, what the Packers organization has been able to do over all these years and courting everybody is really a model for how to run a business in general. So there's a lot of Packers stuff in GFL Book 6. Lions fans, don't hate me. We change stadiums all the time. It's not the same. What the Packers do is unique and special in the NFL, and I hope they keep doing it. Dennis Fetter says, "Oh, so sorry, Scott, that you are a Lions fan. Try going to 4 Super Bowls and never win." I'm like, Dennis, if I could go to a Super Bowl, I would get the lion like tattooed on my back, and I would be drunk all the time, high I do other drugs too.
You would not.
It's been
you refuse.
If the Lions win the Super Bowl, what else do I have to live for?
I mean, is it this? Is it like? I mean, I would love to go to a playoff game for the Jets. I totally would. And then pretty sure that's a sign of the apocalypse now, Is it that? Like, might as well go out big because apparently this is one of the horsemen kind of thing. Listen, Patricia Flanagan, you joined us on Periscope a little while ago and said hello, and I wanted to make sure to welcome you. Hello, I'm not sure that we've seen you here before, so glad you joined. I'm so glad Periscope is working. It's nice to see you.
Jake Campbell asks, are the Packers the one with the cheese? Yes, and cheese curds are awesome. If you do any traveling in Wisconsin, go to one of the cheese shops. There are many. Get some cheese curds. They squeak when you chew them. Mm-hmm. So it's almost like you're hearing the dying cries of your food as you eat it live. That's why I like cheese curds. It's really quite fancy.
I do love your friend Sean Dyer.
Yep.
Supportive. Helping you out. Absolutely helping you out. Brings up a very good point. You should probably just get that tattoo on your back anyway.
I don't think so. I have one tattoo, you guys. We're going to get back to the show in a second. I have this tattoo. Can you see it? There we go.
I think you have to put the
go to the main. Boom. There we go.
And we did these together.
Yeah, we did those together. I have a petrifying fear of needles. Real bad. So to get that done on my arm I had to go into like samurai headspace. And every time somebody brings a needle out to do anything with me, like the person doing the needle, but like, I'll be right back. And then they always come back with like 2 extra people. And I'm like, I don't know. They're like, are you okay? I'm like, I'm fine. What do you need these people for? Everything's going to be fine. Like just getting my blood drawn still is just, it's atrocious. So I don't think I'll be getting a Lions tattoo on my back until the Lions actually do some shit. Is that fair?
That's fair. It's totally fair.
We have our sponsor for the week, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get into that. Hold on here, baby. I got to set this up real quick.
So this week's sponsor is the Native American Rights Fund. And this is a charity or an organization that helps create a world where, number 1, Native American rights, resources, and lifeways are intact and protected. Number 2, very important, promises made to Native peoples by the United States of America are upheld and honored. And 3, tribes are able to exercise their sovereign right to manage their own affairs. This is all in writing, you guys. This is a known thing. We did this ages ago. It's been signed, sealed, and delivered, and yet there are very many treaties that are broken or ignored between the U.S. government and sovereign tribes, in addition to the countless human rights violations since colonizers showed up on America. This is from their website, obviously, since colonizers showed up on American shores, and continue to have compounding, amortizing repercussions today, notably voter suppression. And so this week they said, according to the Native American Rights Fund, too many Native Americans lose their vote due to irregular addresses, insufficient mail delivery, voter ID laws, language barriers, and voter discrimination. This election year, it is essential that they can exercise their most basic civil right. And there was a huge push to help do that. And so we're recognizing them for that effort.
And I'm sure this is part of the difficulty that Native American tribes are having on reservations, getting their ass kicked by COVID right now. And it's a very difficult situation. So they'll also be our sponsor for Thursday. We'll talk about that a little bit more. The various tribes were very, very active this year in the political process, and it was documented and reported on, so you guys can go look at that if you want to. But very, very interesting stuff. Let's see, what else? Chris says, Lion's tattoo, gonna be a minute, and I texted back to him, no one likes you. That's what you'll find that when you guys get a leg up on me, I will just inform you that no one likes you, and it works out very, very well for me. It's great.
So, as you guys know, we always make a donation to the charities that we feature.
Mm-hmm.
If you're interested in doing that, you can. If you're interested in sharing that, you can. If you're interested in inviting people to join us here, certainly that works too.
I'm gonna tell you what, this drink is pretty solid.
Yes, and there's our pup dates and
this
stuff.
is
It's
the
got it
wrong
right.
goddamn.
Yeah, we're done.
I'm looking at the wrong printed script. Here we go. Going back home, boom. Ladies and gentlemen, let's see. I'm gonna go into. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna go studio mode, and then I'm gonna go see if I can get the pup date scene. Oh, there. Here we go. Yes, babe.
I realize I have 2 more SIGLErations.
Okay.
Between the 2 scripts, we had the script screw up.
Hit it quick.
Jenny Carr Greenwood's birthday was yesterday.
Happy
I love
birthday
her.
to
Yeah, we were going to
you.
sing for everybody.
Okay.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday,
Martin and Jenny.
Junkies, Martin and Jenny.
Tina.
Happy birthday to you. Don't you go change it. Don't you go change it
You're
now.
beautiful.
You're
beautiful.
Mwah. You know what it is? It's your birthday. I don't give a shit, Eddie.
If you guys don't know, we're fans of Eddie Murphy. That's an Eddie
Huge
Murphy.
fans of Eddie Murphy.
An Eddie.
Look at Beth.
Skit.
Beth Bay Copenhaver waddling into the room, swinging her giant, girthy, imaginary genitalia all about, saying the Steelers are right. No, I do like the Steelers franchise too. I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of the Steelers franchise.
And my last SIGLEration, which is super important because this happened to me more than once in my life. Larry Kinney, the Kinney family, Larry's wife, had surgery not too long ago where she went in with a mass that they had to excise. It's been 3 weeks now. The mass was benign. It was also 2.5 pounds.
What?
And she's recovering well, and Larry's very happy about it and wanted to celebrate. And I am with you. I've had surprise surgeries twice in my life, and this is awesome. It's awesome that it's benign. It's awesome that your wife lost 2.5 pounds in 90 seconds during that surgery. I would like to do that too.
That's like Total Recall is a real movie. And they operated on this guy. Blah, well, yeah, Mars is failing. We're going to have to get us out of here. And they
But
just
it's
chopped
lovely.
it out. That's a lot.
I know. It's the nicest thing to celebrate,
You know
right?
what's really bad, though?
What's that?
My head, this is the way my brain works sometimes. My head, I was like, how big would a 2.5 pound burger be? Could I eat a 2.5 pound burger?
Pre-cooked or post-cooked?
Post-cooked. It's always pre-cooked, It's always pre-cooked.
Right. So I think that you've had that at the Vortex, I think.
Oh, is that right?
That's like the heart attack burger. Although they cheat and they make like several little burgers
It doesn't matter.
on top of
It
each
doesn't
other.
matter. It doesn't matter. What you're talking about is 2.5 pounds
I
of
know,
U.S.
it's
grade
huge.
A beef. You know what I'm talking about?
And you know, Larry has
Grade
come to a
A
zillion
beef.
Sigler Fests. He's a friend of all of ours, and this is one of the best things. This is the best outcome this could have happened, you know? So
Well, I will say, okay, not the best outcome. The best outcome would have been the excised benign tumor
was her
starts to
undeveloped
sing
twin?
and dance
Yeah.
like in Ice Pirates. Hello, my honey. Hello, my baby.
Hello, my ragtime gal.
Try and keep a sense of humor about these things, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so now we're going to get into it. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to see.
Oh, we've got
God damn it.
pup dates.
Oh, it's
we've
coming.
got pup
Oh,
dates.
pup dates are
I'm just
coming.
going to talk about pup dates. Pup.
Here's your updates. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to point out that every now and then, although I slave for you people all the time. I work 20 hours a day until sometimes I type so much my fingers bleed. It's terrible. There's blood all about the keyboard getting into the grooves and things, and sometimes it doesn't make the keys clack as much as they used to. But sometimes I finish a project and I'll take a break, and when I do, I damn it.
Surprise.
We're coming back to that. Screwed this up. Sometimes I take a break with my little 2 peanuts. Those are my peanuts.
I love this picture so much because, as you guys know, the whole reason we do SIGLErations is that this family is a household that loves to celebrate every win. Right? We all have shit that goes wrong in our lives. I love, Richard, that you're accounting for every tip jar dollar. So I'll say it again. We all have shit that goes wrong in our lives. It's lovely.
You may get $1 of this. I fucking thanked him because I thought he was like, oh, that was worth $1. I'll give you $1. I'll give you an emotional $1. So I responded, thanks, when you were just screwing us in the behind the whole time.
He's just following the rule. And he just posted $1. So we celebrate every win because so much junk happens in our lives that we just got to slog through and deal with. Scott finishes a draft. That's a littler celebration, but it's a celebration.
Yes.
The dogs earlier, you guys know, you bore with me. The dogs were sick for like 2 weeks this summer.
Mm-hmm.
We celebrated that when they were done. What I love about this photo is it's clearly Scott's in some sort of draft mode. This isn't a giant celebration because we don't have big food or whatever. And the dogs could care less. You can look at their faces and almost see the treat I am holding just above the iPhone. They're like, cool.
Okay. A couple things to get through. Number one, Joshua Loya, if you're listening, this picture, I have a beard that is Joshua Lloyd caliber, bushy, big old bushy, crazy beard. So I thought I would share that. You know what? Hold on, Instagram. I'll come back to that. We have stuff to get. We have stuff to get through. Sorry, I'm very distracted and my slides aren't working. But what we're gonna do right now, it's time for
pup dates.
The pup show. Let's get rid of this. We have, ladies and gentlemen, we have puppies from the world of Siglerism. Weighing in at approximately 45 and 52 pounds. Who are these? Who are these lovely, sweetheart?
What's awesome about what you just did is this is Macy and Luna, and they belong to Tim Legauer and Dr. Nicole Gallucci.
Two lovely
Absolutely
people.
Spectacular people who are friends of ours, and they're also junkies. And Tim sent this photo in and said, hey, every night around 6 p.m. our dogs decide it's time to wrestle. This evening, I thought they needed some Sigler ring walk-ups to play before their fight time. Would you
Did he write them out?
No, he wants you to do them.
Oh, okay. That's no problem.
So
let's get on this
you
shit.
know this, but the people in the chat room don't know this. The tawny one on our left, that's Macy.
Mm-hmm.
And the beautiful black dog, that is Luna.
So Macy and Luna.
And they need separate ring walk-ups.
Well, you know what? I have a better solution.
Okay, because they wrestle each other. So.
Oh, they wrestle each other?
Yes.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the defending tag team champions of the world. On the left side of the screen, with the tawny fur, with a white flash up the chest and white feet. And white feet, because they have 4 feet. That is Macy. That is the killer, the mangler, mighty Macy.
Nice. And then it's Luna.
And on the right side, the bad dog of the WWE, cited for more injuries due to biting than any other wrestler in the last 15 years. She has a record, an individual competition of 52 wins, 2 losses, 50 knockouts, and 2 deaths. It is
Luna.
It is the psycho, the lunatic. When the full moon rises, get your ass out of the building. It is Luna.
That was awesome. Also, Bill Lightizer, so glad you're watching us live. Then welcome. I'm so glad to have you here. I saw you earlier. Your last name is awesome. And so you said this is your first time watching live. I'm so glad you're here.
I love doing ring walk-ups. So if you send in pictures of your pups or cats or other pets to info@emptyset.com, feel free to request a ring walk-up, and I will be happy to do one. It's kind of thing I do on the fly. Baby, we're ready for the next pup?
Yep, we are.
Who's this?
So this is Macy and Luna the Lunatic dressed up for Halloween. And I love this picture because Nicole and Tim Legauer are spouses.
Yeah.
And they both sent these separately from the other.
Okay.
And I figured I'd bring them both here. And these were their Halloween costumes this year. I am, obviously Macy is Wonder Woman. I have those same PJs. And I am deciding that Luna is a murder hornet.
Yes. Also, if you look deeply into this picture, I told you that Luna has a record of 52-2, 50 by knockout, and 2 deaths. Clearly, this is a dog. There's something wrong with this dog. That is a dog that wants to kill everything it sees. There's no question. There's no question.
I was hoping that you were going to call out her paws because there's 1 black, 1 white, and 2 freckled.
Also, John Viscara points out we all know what she's wearing. That is a Pittsburgh Steelers throwback uniform. Very nice.
Yes, nice.
Very nice. All right, moving on to the next pup is.
So this is a little bit of a journey, and you guys may have seen it on Facebook. But I love this story so much, and I wanted to tell you the whole thing. It'll take a minute. Bear with me. It's worth it. So this is Jason Brown's dog, Kitty.
Kitty. Okay.
That girl's name is Kitty.
Okay.
And he lives on the outskirts of his hometown. And like you walk out of his house into sort of like desert wilderness.
This sounds like there's a blues song on it. May I accompany?
Of course. So he lives out on the outskirts of town. One day he's driving home. It's late at night.
Said it was late at night.
And he almost hits this stray dog in the middle of the road. And
Stray dog.
the dog runs off. He goes to his house. The next night he goes outside and he wants to have a smoke. And this dog wanders up to his front porch.
Having a smoke, and the dog just wanders up.
And he says, which I'm super proud of, he's like, "Okay, dude, I was scared. It's a mangly stray dog. She's skin and bones. We can see her ribs, everything.
Hasn't had a sandwich in almost 2 years. Of skin and bones."
But he put out some water and put out a little food, and she was still there in the morning.
Yeah.
On the porch, and that it was summertime, and she decided she was just going to hang around because they put out food and water. They're kind people, so they put out food and water.
Okay.
And she wouldn't let them get near them, but she would stay in the shade because it was sunny and summertime and whatever. And the next day he was able to get her, bring her to the vet, or maybe the next weekend, and see that she had a chip. And here's where shit goes off the rails.
Okay, wait, no. Here's where shit goes off the rails. Okay, go ahead, baby.
So she is chipped. The chip says her name is Kitty.
Okay.
There's an address. They follow up at the address, and there's renters there. And they've been there a handful. It looks like they've been there 2 months. And there's also names attached to the chip, and they call them, but they have been recently divorced. And so it looks like those people left the dog. Like, they left everything. They left their marriages. They left the house. They left the dog. And they just went on their way. And so Jason and his family adopted Kitty, left her name as Kitty. That was 8 years ago.
Well done.
And Kitty now is she's the best dog in the house. She's the best friend. She's well loved. She's well taken care of. She's no longer skin and bones. And he says, we're animal lovers and we took her in. I had to build a fence around the property because she likes to run at cars, which is how she almost got hit that first day that he saw her.
It's not good.
He says, since then, that was 8 years ago, since then we've had 2 kids, and she is the sweetest dog, always hanging out with the kids when they go outside to play, just to keep an eye on them. Mm-hmm. She plays with our younger cat, the sweetest, gentlest big dog I've ever met. And like I said, when they checked her chip, her name had been Kitty, and they decided to keep it. So she is a 75-pound
That's
cat.
what I was going to ask. A 75-pound cat. Holy cats. Real quick, Pokemon 357. Yes, there's very few things as cute as a sleeping dog.
I believe
Next.
Pokemon 357 is our good friend Chris McWhite.
Oh, very nice.
I think so.
Happy anniversary.
to you.
Guillotine anniversary. Who are these guys, baby?
This is Oreo and Tyrion.
Oh,
and
good
Oreo
God.
and Tyrion belong to our good friends, the Harveys. Steph, JP, and Paul own both of these dogs. They are not litter mates, but they are, I think, half siblings. Maybe they're from different litters. They're obviously corgis. They're obviously gorgeous. And
Richard, get your count ready because I'm going to tell you what these dogs are thinking right now.
And I know that Oreo and Stephanie, I know you're in the chat room, right? So I know that I think Paul, who is the child of JP and Stephanie, got to name.
Yep, great.
I think definitely got to name Oreo. I'm not sure if Paul got to name both dogs, but I think Oreo came home first and Tyrion came home.
Which one is which?
Second.
Oreo's on the. Which one's which?
I believe, but I've only met them twice together.
Okay.
Oreo is on the left.
Oreo's
and
on the
Tyrion
left.
is on the right.
So
but
right
I
now-
might be wrong.
In this picture, Tyrion is like, I love you guys. You guys are all really great. Are there any treats around? This is great. And on the left, you got Oreo going, the fuck did you say? The fuck did you say to me?
Did you step to my brother?
I don't think
This shit is going to go down.
I don't think you want to be in the living room anymore. I think you want to move on to the bedroom or possibly the family room because the living room clearly is not for you. Move on. That's what I think. Who are these guys? Who's this buddy?
Wait, go back a
Okay,
second to
real
the other
quick.
one. I love it also. The dog on the left, who I believe is Oreo, is totally you.
What do
You got
mean?
something to
You got
yep.
something to say.
And-
I'm tiny,
and
but
Tyrion-
I'll talk to you. Let's go.
And Tyrion is like, hi guys! So Tyrion is me.
Who do we have here, baby?
Oh, this is Johnny Walker, and what a sweet pup. This is also a great story. This is Josh. I can't remember your last name. Stupid.
No, it's not stupid, baby. It's okay. It's okay.
This was a German dog. This is an R.I.P. Sigleration. He's no longer with us, but this was Johnny Walker. And Johnny Walker was a stray in the Canary Islands. And there's an effort because that's a small, isolated place. There's a rescue group that rescues animals and brings them to be adopted in Europe and brings them to be adopted. And this dog was brought to Germany and adopted by them.
Okay.
And if you go to the next photo,
Let's go back to pup date and we'll go to the next photo. Hello.
he was part of the Infected. That was a promotion that Scott
Very
did for
nice.
Infected, and Scott and I didn't know each other when this happened. But he asked everybody to share pictures of the book that they got, however they wanted. And so this actually is a photo from your Flickr page from back in the
fabulous.
day. Yeah,
Fabulous. What a cute pup.
I know.
Man,
So he's a very, very good boy.
I missed the good boy already. And then finally, that's it. We're done. Great. We're running a little. We got a little. I was concerned.
I knew you would be.
I was concerned we didn't have enough content. I sent a tersely worded text earlier today because she works downstairs. I work upstairs, and our place is small enough that if we yell at each other,
Not even yell.
just like hey, like we can hear each other. But we're so used from all the years of working apart that we communicate via text. Like we'll even text each other. We're in the same room. So I sent a text like, I believe we only have 20 minutes of solid content. So if you come up with any other ideas, let me know so I have time to prepare it. And here we are at 50 minutes in. We're not even through. We're barely even through. Oh, we got a couple. Wait, I go back to pup day because we got this thing going on right here. Hold on. Get rid of the
No,
pups.
Mario, I want to give the time that it takes to talk about them. So no, but your pups, yours, remember I had to ask you a question by email, and so we'll run them. So don't worry about it.
We'll get them. If you want to see your pets on this, again, email those pics to info@emptyset.com. If you want a ring walk up, please request it. But now we've got some junkie pictures, babe.
We do. Oh my goodness. So I love this. This is, did we not have one more pup date?
Oops, hold on. Oh, we don't. Did I mess that up? Hold
I thought
on.
we had one more, which
I gotta
is
move the
relevant
slides
only.
down. I'll go. Let me go find it, baby. Hold on.
It's
Pup
relevant
date.
because it's also Robin. So if there was one
Okay,
more.
let's get rid of. Hold on. Bear with us, guys. Pretend this is the part where the show's working great.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, we'll have to do it next time because it wasn't.
Oh, it didn't come in right. Okay,
didn't
cool,
come in
cool,
as the right
cool. That's
format.
no problem. Let's go back
Okay.
to Robin and Tweety, her new mini.
Oh, look at this. So good.
This is our good friend Robin Taylor. She recently moved from San Diego to Virginia. I'm still mad about it, I'm not going to lie. And she recently purchased this mini, and it's orange and black, of course.
Oh,
And,
yeah. What's up, girl? I couldn't tell from the picture, but that's orange.
Yeah, she actually sent a ton of photos, but this is the only one that she is in. So this is, she decided to name her new orange and black mini Tweety.
Wow, that's so good. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Look at Robin in front like, this is my car. What's up? You like my car? It's nice.
If
I
you
got
like
this
it, then
car.
you should have put a rim on it. If you like it, then you should have put a rim on it.
It's so good. Beth Copenhaver points out, just give Scott some caffeine. 30 minutes becomes 45. I was literally sleepwalking. I've had 2 cups of coffee right before this show, and I'm ready to go. And there's Robin, right? Robin put her Kraken's magnet on the back.
Magnet on the back. That's great.
I feel like that should be a euphemism. I think that we need Rob or Danny Baker to weigh in. I put my Kraken's magnet on the back.
I feel like maybe not.
Is that a reach?
It might be.
A reach? But
I do
it's
love
not a
that
reach
everybody
around.
is all pleased with Robin's rockin' shorts too.
Yeah, I know.
Everybody's like, hot booty shorts. You look great. Which of course she does.
Robin's like, not only I got this mini, check out these pins. I got a lot going
Well,
on
not
today.
only that, I love the swagger. Like
The
the
swagger.
chapow.
It's
and
all.
the shaboop.
It's all about. Everything's about the swagger, you guys. The swagger. Own your own shit. Yes, I'll pay that $1. Own your own shit. I'll pay it twice. Walk in a room like that room was built for you.
I do think that since Richard's been so careful about keeping track,
It's going to be bad.
I'm going
It's
to
gonna be
ask
real
you guys,
bad.
what do you think? I would like to take all those dollars, and somebody who can't afford their own book, we'll send them a gangster when it comes out. We've got a little
All right.
list.
All
What do you
right.
think of that, Richard? Would that be
well,
okay?
first of all, Richard's being. Here's another dollar. He's being an asshole. He's tracking all the money that I owe, and I don't like it. I don't.
We owe.
We owe. I don't like it.
Well, let me
I
know if
don't
you,
like it.
Richard, let me know if you think that's an acceptable thing. I think this has made my day so much.
Beth talking about Robin's car saying, thought you'd get a better deal if you showed a little skin. Like, well, you know.
So Kim Hansen, Kraken's magnets were given out at Siglerfest a handful of years ago. But if you want, send me an email. I'll see if I can root around and find one.
Oh, Danny Baker will kick in another book right there. Boom!
Ah,
You get a
yes.
book, and you get a book, and everybody gets. Well, not everybody. We don't have that many books. We
So
just
we have
don't
two
have that many
more
books.
junkie photos. They're
Oh,
real quick because they're drinks.
okay,
There's people who
okay.
sent in our drinks.
What's
is
this?
I love this. So we spent a week doing a dark and stormy, and Jared Miller, our good friend from a little north of here in California, he his wife doesn't like rum.
Okay.
And so this is Empress Gin. He called it a gin and limey. He made himself a dark and stormy, which was less pretty.
Okay.
And he made his wife a gin and limey because she doesn't like rum. And he used the Empress rum. And he sent it in. And I do think it's beautiful, so I shared it.
Lovely. Some more. Come back. Just watch the recast if you want. You can hear everything that way. It won't be your internet. She's things are crapping on her because of bad
And
internet.
Steve said the same thing.
Steve. So real quick, just checking with everybody. Let's go to the chat room for a moment. Is anyone else having trouble hearing half the conversation? Because it's sometimes I'm gonna switch back to pups. That was my throat. That was really gross. Pup date. It looks like we're getting sound. So I don't know what's happening. We really want to make sure you guys can hear everything. So if everybody can hear everything, don't comment. If you can't hear stuff, then go ahead and comment. Baby,
Martin, I'm not sure when you joined, but happy birthday to you
happy
in case
birthday,
you missed it.
Martin. Happy birthday, Martin. Happy birthday, Martin. There, you got your own little. Because now I can't get sued by the happy birthday people who are very litigious. Did you know this?
They are not.
Yeah, the happy birthday song people will sue the shit out of you. That's why when you watch movies, they make up happy birthday. They won't sing the birthday songs. They'll sue your ass.
And our pal George Robb made up an alternative birthday
good.
song. He was happy to have everybody.
And ass is not a dollar swear word. So just put that in your pipe and smoke it. We've done it a nocturnal.
We've just seen one more photo.
Oh, one
Stephen
more photo?
Jacobs. I
Yes,
paired them.
thanks, Dolly. Thanks.
Yeah, I paired them. So Stephen Jacob sent in this, which is the dark and stormy.
that's
And in
good
case
work.
you missed the dark
That's
and stormy
good work.
week, they're supposed to be a layered drink. You almost always get them blended if you order them out, but this is how it's supposed to be made. And there's a little room at the top, just like there should be, so that when you stir it to stir up your drink, you don't spill anything and you don't waste
Okay.
any lovely liquor. So both of those are beautiful.
Lovely.
Jared's and Steven's. If you guys want to send your stuff in, I would love to show it. This is the sort of thing we're going to do probably for another 6 months or so. So send in whatever. If you make a drink with us, if you have a pup, if you have a celebration, if you have anything you want to show everybody here in this room, Yes, Dawn, of course
What
you
is
can.
happening? You guys, some of the chat you are seeing is coming from personal Facebook page, coming from Periscope, coming from Twitch. So if you're on Facebook and you're not seeing all of the chat comments, that's why we have this window. So we see fun chat stuff, we can swing back. So if you're on Facebook, you may not see all of the chat that you are seeing right here. So you're not doing anything wrong. It's just, it's the complexity of being an intergalactic celebrity.
Well,
that
of course.
I have to branch out to all of these different venues.
So
I can't help it.
So Ruth Carter,
Yes.
our pal,
Yep.
in the chat room,
Yes.
they say that it is no longer a copyright violation.
I was
That has expired.
I would make fun of it, except it's Ruth. And
And
they know
they're a
the
lawyer.
law.
Yeah,
They
they're
know
a
the
lawyer.
law.
They know exactly. Yeah.
Beth is on fire tonight in the chat room. Beth points out that ass is in the Bible. And depending...
And Robin Taylor says, Jesus wrote an ass on Palm Sunday, and I have nothing else to say about that.
Depending on how you look at it, when you go through the very long list of begats, there's a lot of ass in the Bible. You know what I'm talking about.
I was going to say, I might have done a thing on Palm Sunday. I don't know.
You might... Shit, dude, don't embarrass me in my own fucking show. That's $1. Damn it. That's $1. Damn it. Aye. Woo, we got to take a breath. All right.
Not until Richard weighs in. It's not a... Oh. Oh, there it is. Thank you, my friend. Thank you.
John Viscara says we're large town buffet lawyers. Yeah, that's very good. All right, so
Emily McGregor, you sheltered a lost cat this weekend who found his owner. How lovely.
That's great.
Congratulations to you
Oh,
and
that's,
Bug. What a
you know
lovely
what?
thing.
You may not know this. I actually wrote a song about this. I did.
Meow, 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 meow.
I found a cat. It had a tag. So I traced the
I
tag.
can't beatbox.
Found the cat's owner, and now I got no cat in my living room. Cause the cat's eating food somewhere else. But I'm a good person, cause I saved a cat's life, so kiss my ass.
Well.
That's how it goes. And that is in the Bible, and that's okay. That's okay. Rescuing cats and get... Oh, God. Rob Otto. Let's not be sacrilegious. Let's go back to the chat room. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry. This is our Empty Set in-house movie maven. Rob Otto says, Jesus rode dead ass is definitely you.
Hey, look, dude, I'm never going to get over Richard Allen just being like $1, $1, $1, $1.
I always thought we were like, oh, we owe like $2-3 in the jar tops. $4. Well, here's a $5. Keep the change.
Also,
now I'm starting to get worried. I'm starting to worry we're not going to make our mortgage payment right now.
We have never made like an adjudication about what constitutes a swear, but that's okay. Richard knows.
Apparently, Richard is the...
I love it so much.
Apparently, Richard is the evil foil at Empty Set, which, considering I'm half of Empty Set, is really, really saying something.
So
Maybe
listen,
we have. Oh, we're done. Do you want to do one question?
Done? We can if you want. Look at what Sherry just said.
She just realized A and Scott Sigler, ASS, said with the most love. Very nice, Sherry. Very nice. You're out of the will. You're out of the will. But you were, to be fair, you were already out of the will. We just hadn't announced it yet. And now that you've said this, it looks like collusion. It's not collusion, but you are completely out of the will.
So anybody who is interested in a magnet, I have no idea if we have magnets, but if you want to send me a note and say, hey, if you have magnets, let me know. And I will also ask, Richard, would you send me an email at info@emptyset, please? Just say, hey, it's me. You asked me to send you an email.
I believe
if you would.
I believe that was a David Letterman skit at one point. Hey, you got any magnets?
Wow.
It was actually, hey, you got any gum? Have I ever busted out, hey, you got any gum on you?
No.
Oh, okay. It's from a previous life.
Actually, I don't think we're going to do any questions. We are going to do a ton of questions on Thursday. It's going to be a little bit of a different format. It's going to be more like Story Smack because we're going to do questions for the Nocturnal Throwback Q&A. And we have a ton of emailed questions. We have a few video emailed questions. If you want to ask a question on video and be on this cast with your beautiful mug on Thursday, you have until noon Pacific time tomorrow. Noon Pacific time tomorrow, Wednesday.
That is Wednesday, November 11th.
Yes,
Write that
Ollie,
down.
send me an email. If I have them, yes, of course. They're light. I can send them. Just email me. Noon tomorrow. It needs to be vertical on your, like a vertical shot on your iPhone, and it needs to be 20 seconds or less. If it comes in at a minute and you say just pull out what you want, I'm not going to edit your video. It needs to be 20 seconds or less.
No.
And nobody has an ugly mug, Daniel Baker. Every human is beautiful.
Oh, no, that's entirely not true.
I'm sorry, sir.
He is literally the Grim Goblin, and you're telling me that nobody has an ugly mug?
He's a very attractive man, sir.
Well, which, to be fair, when we've gone to Vegas, Dan courts a lot of attention from...
Obviously, because he's a very attractive man, and he's intelligent and beautiful.
The servers are always giving extra attention to Dr. Daniel Baker, PhD.
I have no doubt, because he's lovely. So if you only have until noon Pacific time tomorrow to send in a video question. You can send in audio only, just MP3 questions if you want. That's also a noon deadline. And you can send in... You can send in just email me your question and I will read it out loud from you. You can do that also before noon tomorrow.
Couple quick points. Some more. You want to email that question to info@emptyset.com because I don't actually have an answer, but I will make one up and it will sound like I know what I'm talking about. Tim.
Some more. You don't got it. I got it.
Nicole just got in from work, says she missed the ring walk up. You're going to have to go back and watch the video. I can't do it again because it was spectacular. I didn't know your dogs were the tag team champs of the world with 2 deaths.
He
Two deaths to their name.
He did reveal to the world that Luna's ring name is the Lunatic.
Yeah, she's crazy. As people have often said in WWE, when Luna comes into the ring, comes into the stadium facility, people are like, that bitch is crazy. They do. They say that bitch is crazy. They say that every time. A lot of people have told me that bitch is crazy. So,
well, she did choose to be a murder hornet, which Tim later pointed out.
Do you know I actually had murderhornet.com stashed in my GoDaddy account, and I thought about it. I'm like, we have like 30 domains.
We have
that
like 70. Like many.
Every time something pops up, I'm like, murderhornet.com. I can write a story about that. And I go to GoDaddy and I get, like that $1 domain registration, except 15 years on, they're not $1 to renew. And they will come be like, do we really need that
apartmentskank.com?
That bitch is crazy.com. And I'll be like, listen, I know I haven't got to it yet, but that bitch is crazy.com. That's going to be a good one. We're going to do that. But I think our show is complete, ladies and gentlemen.
So here's the thing. Mario checked in because he sent in photos of his dogs and said, hey, did I miss my dogs? We got a long time before we're done here, you guys. We all know it. We're going to be doing this for a while. So I have lots and lots of questions. I have lots of dog videos. I have lots of drink videos. I have lots of food videos. I have or pictures, not videos, pictures of all that.
I'm sorry. I got to go to the chat room. Sean, you don't get to decide what is a swear word, and Richard doesn't get to decide what is a swear word. It's our show. Don't we get to decide what is a swear word?
I mean, I totally abdicated that to Richard.
God damn it. There's $1. Oh, man.
Oh, look. He took away $1.
For Skank?
Yeah.
Nice.
So anyway,
Daniel Walters, we love you too. Everybody, you guys are
and
awesome.
if you
and great.
guys enjoyed this show where we got to also see you guys here, we got to see dogs, we got to see drinks, we got to see people, we got to see all that. Know that the way you help us continue to do this and just have fun and have a weird drink and have a good time for an hour, send all that stuff in. Like I said, anything you want to celebrate. You got a $2 raise a year? I don't care. I'll celebrate it.
I believe that Richard is our people. I'm going to guess.
Absolutely.
I'm going to guess Richard has watched the league because he just said. He said it is decided. It is decided. Sometimes I'll send that animated gift to my friends just to piss them off. Like I'll say something. It is decided.
And Mario just said, "So sorry, I've missed a couple of streams. Never apologize.
No, come back and watch it later.
Life is hard and fraught and full of danger. Come back here on Tuesdays and Thursdays when you can, or watch it the next day. All we're doing is just trying to get through it with you."
And
That's
also,
it.
If I was you, I have one job in this house. One job. Clean the bathrooms. That's the main job.
And he's actually not lying. That's his job.
A loves to keep the house, has everything tied up. Like everything is meticulous and organized. It's great. But she's like, you know what? I don't like cleaning the bathroom. I'm like, shh. Dude, with all the stuff you do, I'll clean the shit out that bathroom. But I would put on something like this, Mario, and go do my task while I listen to this in my head. Catch up later. Just listen to this while you're doing something else.
There's
it's super
no
fun.
way to do this wrong. Even if you don't care to watch and you just still, when in the comments the next day, you're like, hey, did they say anything about the GFL? That's also not doing it wrong.
Real quick. Nick Cage in Wicker Man with the wicker cage on his head and the bees coming to his face. Watching this while there's bees stinging your face, that is doing it wrong. So there's one way to do it wrong. One way.
If you were to watch or listen while bees were stinging your face, it would be wrong for you. What if you like that? So listen, Daniel, you just asked, you said, running late, how do we send things again? info@emptyset. Every single question you have about the Siglerverse, every question you have about this, everything you want to ask us, everything you want to know, info@emptyset, info@emptyset, info@emptyset.
And
.com, obviously.
If there are any United States Marines in the house this evening, we want to take a moment to say happy 245th birthday. Thank you so much for what you do or what you did. You guys are guys and girls, and everybody's awesome. We at Empty Set are huge supporters of our military brothers and sisters.
Yeah, and tomorrow in the United States is Veterans Day. And I am the only one in my family of origin who is not at all a veteran and never served in any military. My brother, who's in the chat room tonight, is a veteran several times over. He was in the Army. He was in the Navy. He's one of
He was also in the Village People.
He definitely was. Can we make that big?
Yes, ma'am.
He's one of my favorite people on earth. I love you very much, Jude. I'm very proud of you. As you know, you're my favorite veteran, and you always will be.
Yes.
And everyone else who served this country or your country, That's a thing I really, honestly, I don't think I could ever do, even though I would love that. And so I respect and love you for that.
Yes. Jude, I also want to thank you for your time as the hard hat guy in the Village People. I mean, it means those songs, they mean so much.
He's not really tearing up. If you want a YMCA out, we can do that.
Okay. All right. You know what? We're going to break protocol for one moment. Instead of giving you guys
love you,
instead of saying,
Ruppy.
you can all just kiss off into the sky. Here we go. Wait. Oh, here we go. Ready? At the YMCA. You know it's Jude in the